last week on Discount Heroes.
Some holes got blasted in the ship. We need you to repair them.
We need to get the hell out of the storm. What do you mean?
Do we have any metal rods we could use as a lightning rod?
I have my chainsword. Look at me. I'm the lightning rod. As lightning crashes down from the sky, surges through Demarok. It's like the horizon is lit by something other than sunlight ahead.
According to this map, we're about halfway there.
Yeah, I think we're just going to take a quick, maybe a day stop. If y'all want to come with us, and then we can travel the rest of the way. Or we can meet you there.
Maybe I'm scrapping like silverware together, or...
Hey, that's stupid. That's really just stupid.
You see those clouds seem to take shape and begin glowing or darken as they're taken up by the storm again.
I'm going to use my empty jar of kit and try to collect some.
The canister fills up quickly.
Copes is going to wait till nighttime and put Flargo buns on his back and fly above the clouds and start teaching him about the stars.
Rather than in the water, you see an island suspended serenely in the sky, just large enough to accommodate a single building. The structures are carapace-like. They resemble the hard shells of insects.
All right, one door coming up. And I crash through the wall.
Well, it looks like a shadow standing there.
I poke him.
And you disappear.
Welcome to Discount Heroes.
So, hey, how's everyone doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, am I right? Hey.
Happy New Year.
Although we are actually recording after New Year, so this will come out nowhere close to New Year.
Probably end of January.
Why are we saying Happy New Year again? Didn't we do this like 3 weeks ago?
I'm curious why that was...
Well, because it actually is New Year now, and I was going to ask you guys if you had any New Year's resolutions you wanted to share with the family here at Discount Heroes.
Yeah, I just want to be better
I don't do New Year's resolutions.
in every way possible, but I don't want to work for it at all.
That is a good one.
Yeah, so just magical success would be great.
The American dream.
My New Year's resolution was not to try anything because I'll fail. And so far, I have done that, which means I have not failed yet. So,
You've done nothing but succeed if that's the case.
yes, exactly. So I kind of got myself on accident.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what.
Is that our question? Do I have to come up with something?
No, that's not a question.
Okay, I'm saving my answers.
That was just casual chit-chat. Tyler has something to share, I believe.
No, well, I was just going off your funny news story you found. This one kind of relates.
Are we supposed to introduce ourselves before we start doing all this?
Oh, yeah.
nonsense?
Welcome to Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed. We're a chaotic character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends who've known each other for 16 plus years. We've played countless hours of questionable D&D, and now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name's Brent. I'm the DM here. We got 4 players here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Yo, this is Tyler. I'll be playing Copes. Not a Circle of the Clouds druid. Circle of the Stars druid.
Yo, this is Aaron, and I miss my dad. I'll be playing Demarok the Tiefling Bard.
This is Jared playing the part of Thrasher, the Tiefling Bard.
And this is Matt playing the part of Jared, the Jared.
You don't want that. You don't want this.
Never mind, I'll play Nogs again.
Nangs Lung Fin.
It was actually Bongfoot.
Excuse me.
All right, I got a question for you guys this week. What is a habit that you started doing as a child that you now continue to do as an adult?
Jerking off. Cut that out. Cut that out.
No
I'm
way.
just gonna make it so loud.
So fucking loud.
Any habit?
Sure. I mean, it could be good or bad or odd, or I can give an example of mine.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I started wearing my socks inside out.
What?
I didn't like the seam touching the top of my foot, which it isn't a problem really nowadays, but I still wear my socks inside out most of the time. Probably 80% of the time.
That's a thing I didn't know about you and I hate. I'm angry at you for it.
I could show you right now, but I don't think you'd be able to see.
My family always ate dinner while watching like TV, like 24 or Big Brother or something, and I cannot eat food without watching something. Like, I just can't do it. I cannot just sit with myself and eat. These days it's Shark Tank.
You must feast with your body and mind.
I have to. Also, if I see like a random clip of Pawn Stars, I immediately get hungry. YouTube Shorts is dangerous if I don't have any food in the fridge.
Any Pawn Stars clip could send you over.
Anyone, dude. Just my mouth starts watering.
I started walking when I was real young.
Damn, that's a good one.
Kept that one around. Still do that almost every day.
Almost. Are there days you just don't?
There's some days where I just don't get out of bed, baby. I'll walk tomorrow, I say to myself.
Roll into the bathroom.
Just hold it real tight.
Damn, I cannot think of anything.
Yeah, I honestly have nothing.
Nothing ritualistic you do with like food or candy or anything?
Shove it in my mouth as quickly as humanly possible.
Like you always put ketchup on your macaroni or something
Yeah.
like that?
I have put ketchup on macaroni before.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't actually like that. It's a thing my mom did. And every now and again when I'm having macaroni, I'll do that and think about my mom. It's weird.
I have a lot of, I feel like it's more, OCD tendencies. Like if I crack like a knuckle or something, everything has to be in groups of fives, which I've always done, but I don't really think that was like a habit.
It's just that you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
If I'm eating like Sour Patch Kids or a candy like that, and I've got, this many of them, I will line them up in order of what I like least to what I like most and eat them in that order. I'm pretty sure that's just a compulsion. That's not really a habit from childhood.
I do that with White Claws. I drink my favorite ones first, so that by the time I'm pretty drunk, the bad ones are fine.
I do the opposite order. And I'm specifically thinking of that I do it with the Sour Patch Kids. I used to chase vodka shots. So I probably should do it like you said and just do it backwards.
Yeah, enjoy the good ones first because you know you like those. By the end, you don't give a fuck.
That's not true. You've seen how quick I drink vodka. I'm not drunk by the time I get that last shot in me.
Yeah, that's fair. But about 10 minutes later, woo, boysy.
Oh, boy.
The last shot does it. It just takes a little bit of time to catch up.
Did you guys ever used to run up the stairs really fast at night because you thought there was a monster?
Used
possibly
to.
leaking?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean used to?
Yeah, what do you used to?
That's not a habit. That's that I don't want to get axe murdered in my basement.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did find a fun headline.
Okay, what do you call this segment?
World news.
World news, yeah. Stupid world news.
If we get enough of these, we can quit playing D&D.
This is a good one because we've done this in game. This says, exploding toilet at Dunkin' Donuts store in Florida leaves a customer filthy and injured. Lawsuit claims.
That's happened to me several times at Dunkin' Donuts.
So I guess
I don't think it was the toilet at fault.
I guess this guy sat down in a toilet and it exploded.
Taco Bell leaves me filthy and injured regularly.
And that still wasn't the worst part of his experience at Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. And also, just as a side note, this one says nude man nabbed by police after cannonball plunged a giant aquarium at Bass Pro Shop.
It wasn't me.
So that's pretty good too.
It was not me, guys. I did not do that.
I saw that video. He literally slaps onto the floor like a fish.
Did you actually see the video?
Actually saw that video, yeah.
Oh my god.
Give me 1 second. And Google.
His mugshot, he looks like the kind of guy. Like, I feel like if I saw that, I would probably be able to guess. But
What state was that in? Did it
Alabama.
Alabama.
Interesting that.
He crashed his car before running inside naked. The news anchor said he jumped into the tank after yelling cannonball.
He didn't do a cannonball though. He dove. So shame on him. Do better, Alabama.
Do better, Alabama public school system.
Maybe it's more a reference to the song.
He's a Miley Cyrus guy.
He came in like a cannonball. Yeah.
Was taken to the hospital for a mental evaluation.
Oh man, he came out hard.
Really?
Holy crap.
Yeah, he slams into the ground.
Why did he do that?
I can't find the video of him coming out. He did do a cannonball.
Did you find the video?
This says after a naked man did 15 cannonballs.
No.
I guess we'll never know what really happened.
Oh. They just drag him out. Oh, that's good.
Oh my god. Real quick, we won't have to say this, but his wife's arguing, saying, it's a swimming pool. Aquariums have tops on them. This doesn't have a top on it, so you're supposed to swim in it.
It's got merit. She's not wrong. But he did drive his car into the building naked to start, so...
I don't like your use of the phrase, she's not wrong. Because she is. She is wrong.
I mean, I've never seen an open aquarium.
You've never been to the top of an aquarium. They're all open.
That's a ride or die lady, though.
Why they done put stairs
that's a
next
bad
to it
bitch.
if you ain't supposed to cannonball in?
This week on World News.
This is our other podcast.
Let's get a world news outro
Aquariums,
today.
pools.
Naked man cannonballs 15 times into aquarium at Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, we're going to rock a world news outro today. It's going to be good.
So let's go ahead and begin the game. Last week, our intrepid adventurers finally broke free of the storm, but not without damage taken. The ship and Demirok were badly shocked and burned and needed repair. Thrasher worked with Helga and Doug to repair the ship, while Copes taught Flarglebuns about the stars. Demirok worked to create additional hazards, and Nox studied the bright golden clouds at the edge of the storm. Our heroes, running low on supplies and wanting to park the ship to finish their repairs, made a pit stop at an unnamed island marked on the map. As they approached, they noted that the island was but a mere patch of land with a single house covered in vines and foliage. And upon investigating further, they found it to be of odd architecture, reminiscent of the carapace of insects. Thrasher, with a little bit of strength and some rage, broke through the foliage surrounding the building, landing him in a room filled with oddly shaped furniture and a strange dark silhouette. The shadow rudely refused to respond to even the most polite of greetings, and even Nox couldn't take it. He poked to the creature and vanished.
Nah.
No. Hey, no. Where'd you
And then
go?
I hit it with my axe.
What'd you do to him, Bugman?
It's a shadow here.
You hit the thing with your axe?
Yes.
What'd you do to him, Shadow Man? In this bug building?
As long as you guys are fine with it, I'd like to amend what I described and just have Nox passed out on the ground, unconscious on the ground.
Yes.
Well, that's a completely different situation.
That's true. It might change how you choose to interact with this, so that's why I asked if it's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Same thing for me.
Nox. I'm gonna check if he's breathing.
He is.
Yeah, instead I'm checking out Nox.
He's breathing. He's not asleep. He seems to be staring sightlessly outward.
So he's like catatonic.
That's what it looks like.
Wait a second. I examined the Shadow Man. Does it look like Nox at all?
It does not. I see where you're getting.
Oh, that would be good.
I see what you're getting. I didn't even think of that. That's great. No, it does not look. It's about 7.5 feet tall. It's pretty tall.
I'm gonna message Nox in his mind. Nox, you in there, buddy?
Nox, you open your eyes. You're laying on a solid stone floor.
Do I hear Copes?
You do hear Copes. It's like a god calling down to you from the sky.
Worship.
Copes, are you a star now?
No, can you see me?
You're beautiful.
Oh, okay. He's fine now.
No, I can't see you though.
Where are you?
I'm on the floor.
Okay, well.
Is there anything around me? Is it dark?
Yeah, standing up, it is very dark in the area around you. You can only see about 10 feet around you. The floor seems to be made out of solid stone. It looks like the floor you were standing on.
Think I'm here, but everything's dark. It's kind of spooky.
How do you feel?
I'm not dead.
That's good.
I didn't get ripped in half.
Well, your mind may have.
Oh. Oh, crap. Let me see if I can find anything. I'm trying to walk around.
All right, the environment reveals itself only a little bit at a time as you progress forward. It does appear that you are in the same place that you were before, but the furniture seems to be a little bit out of place. Everything's moved around a little bit. Everything looks a little bit newer, and there isn't a thick layer of vines and foliage surrounding the building.
It's kind of nice here.
Is it?
I mean, it's dark and scary.
You shouldn't have to do this alone. I run up and punch the shit.
Oh boy, okay. All right, Copes passes out, or he falls down to the ground. Limp.
Wait. He was just talking to Nox. Do you think Nox told him to do that?
I don't know, man. I really wish you would have given us, like, any information before he did that.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Damn it.
Yeah. Huh. Are we
But, you know, I mean, I don't see another option. He obviously did it for a reason. No, wait, no, he does shit for no reason all the time. I don't know what to do here, man.
I think we're just supposed to touch the shadow.
If you think that's it, I trust you, Demi. And then I poke.
Oh my god.
You poke the guy. All right, you fall down to the ground.
I'm looking at all my teammates on the ground.
Now, did like Copes show up with me?
Oh, that is a good point.
If you say no, we are so fucked.
Copes does appear near you.
Hey, man.
You told them not to come, right?
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I didn't tell him anything.
And then Thrasher appears.
I'd like to think I appear screaming.
Yeah, for some reason, me too. I was like you just fall from the sky for some reason.
I just appear, I'm completely just standing still with my arms spread, just...
I want to see if I can...
Thrasher, you were supposed to come in here.
Yeah, why did you come?
It was Demi's idea.
He's not coming, though, right?
Oh, for sure he's coming.
Before I touch the shadow, though, I do want to see if I can loot some stuff off these guys.
Oh,
Off of your teammates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Maybe an old piece of gear they're not using. If I'm rummage through their pockets.
As long as everyone's fine with that, playing that kind of game.
I am not. I would try to steal from him every time he's asleep.
Come on, I'll probably give it back later.
I got a ruby wand of pyrokinesis that I haven't pulled out in forever.
Yeah, I find that in Jared's back pocket. I'm like, what the heck?
Thrasher.
I forgot all about this thing. Thrasher's holding out.
I've got my 9th level wizard certification, but I'm telling you now, if you take that, I am going to notice.
And as I'm saying that, I'm like, look at all this good stuff they got, Shadow Man. And I put my hand on his shoulder to kind of have him look in.
You fall to the ground.
Ah!
Hey, Demi.
Hey.
Ah, shit.
Hey, we solved it, right?
Yeah, we did it. We're safe.
Look at us
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
No Shadow Man here.
It's nice, right? There's no
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
It's
guys just keep saying that.
it's dark.
Gotta quit saying that.
Maybe we can look out the telescopes. There's no vines. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
see something out there.
Oh, good idea. I'll take this one.
I take this one.
I'll take the short one.
I go to the opposite side of the room. I'm gonna look out this one. It's just the three of you standing right next to each other.
Looking through the telescope, the sky is completely black aside from the stars illuminating.
Oh. Phew.
I was hoping for a little more light, though. This is...
I thought this is what we're supposed to see. The stars.
Yeah.
There no light in this room?
It's almost like an oppressive darkness, like a fog of war in a video game or something, where you can only
Never
see.
mind. I'm just kind of wandering around. I got a hand on Knox's shoulder like a blind person. It's like, all right,
So it's
Weirdly,
a
you
magical
do see-
darkness?
I'm with you, man.
Maybe it is, but weirdly you can see through the telescopes.
Can I rip one out?
But as you rip a telescope out, yeah, I suppose you can.
Why must you destroy?
I want to look around the room with it and see if I can see through.
Why do you hate these telescopes so much, Copes?
I guarantee it.
You place your hand on it and you're struck with a vision for a moment. You see someone looking through it in your mind.
He's in my mind.
Weirdly enough, whatever you're seeing, look through it, it doesn't make sense. It's like almost like an abstraction of a person. Its shape continues to shift and mold itself into different shapes. It's hard to tell what it is. That's over in like a second. That little vision.
Knox, touch this.
Okie dokie.
Does he see the same
Ah!
thing?
It's a slightly different vision. It's like it must be another night. It's cloudy. In this one, it doesn't appear completely dark everywhere, but he sees the same shapeless figure observing through the telescope.
Huh. So, it's hello? Do you live here, shapeless man? Figure?
This is some kind of observatory.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like all these telescopes are pointed up at the stars. Are they pointed at, like, constellations?
Let me check. I look in all of them.
So make a what constellation check. You haven't made one in so long.
Since episode 1. What is that?
what did we have you do?
Nature or something proficiency?
How many moons ago?
Well over a year ago.
Probably a nature check.
With?
What?
God, what's it
Advantage?
called? Advantage, yeah.
You just couldn't think of the
Yeah.
word? I thought you were like pausing to try and get Brent to say it.
18.
So it's been a while since you've had to mention the constellations. Would you be able to tell me about them now?
Yes.
He's a circle of the stars druid, not a circle of the clouds druid, Brent.
Yeah, come on, Brent. There's Geltha, the great golden ram, who signifies wealth, prosperity. And there's, I just taught Flargobuns all this. There's Thermine, the peaceful satyr, generates walking a peaceful path in the correct way in life. There's Anjanath, the archer.
Bob,
Yeah, Bob.
he does landscaping.
There's Sinestra, the crane who's seen all parts of the world. She symbolizes the journey and adventure. Targons, he's the bugbear warlord. He signifies the fight, the struggle. And there's Shalrain, the Kinku of deception and greed.
Shari.
Shalrain. I made those up day one.
I
Mhm.
remember.
Kinku of deception sounds dirty.
It does, doesn't it? It's like, am I gonna fuck you? Ooh, no, no.
Well, it's not a thestral.
So you're checking the telescope just to see if it's pointed at a constellation?
Yeah. Or do I notice the sky? Like, can I find markers that...
I'll say through one of the first telescope you look through, you try to sight around just to see if there's a constellation in line. And it is in line with the constellation Sinestra.
Here's Sinestra. I mean, this is our sky.
Okay, so we can see outside, but how do we get back to our place?
Let me add something for Thrasher here. Thrasher, you said you were walking around the building.
I got my hand on Nox's shoulder, letting him lead me because I can't see anything. I don't have dark vision.
No, you can see. It's just that at 10 foot, there's even people with dark vision cannot see.
Okay, yes, absolutely. I was walking around.
Okay, so you kind of have to get within 10 feet to see something. That's really the main limitation here. As you approach...
About what size did you say this building was?
The building itself? Probably...
Are we in just one room, or was it one... I was picturing we walked in, it's the whole building is just one big room.
It mostly was, but you didn't really look further either.
Fair enough.
As you walk around the edge, you see that it looks like the island's a little bit wider than you remember.
I point that out.
As you take another step forward, there's more island.
So he's outside of the tower.
Yeah, he is. No sign of the jumpy either.
Guys, ship's gone. No Spirit World ship, I guess. I don't know.
Is this the spirit world or a different time?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's our sky.
The building looks clean.
Can I get on my hands and knees and crawl under the furniture and search the ground, see if there's any sign of anything in that tower? You said there's furniture, but does it look like anyone's lived there? Or signs of people? A dirty shoe? A crusty sock under the bed? Anything?
So now looking around the room here, remember you have to pretty much feel your way through just only seeing what's in front of you. It does look lived in. You see the signs of recent habitation here. Some clothes lying on the floor, a half-eaten scone sitting on the nightstand.
I finish it.
No, I found it. I eat it. You're outside.
It's a weird crunch, and it's oddly hot on the inside.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. I found a scone.
Is it like Conte hot?
No, it's temperature hot. Also a little spicy.
Yeah, this thing's not a scone at all. It just looked like one.
It just looked like a scone. It's a burrito. I think somebody lives here. I found their clothes. I look at the clothes. Are they big clothes?
I could try to light the place up.
Like with light or with
No, like with
fire?
this. And I pull out this wand of pyrokinesis that I found. And I just want to point it into the center of the room. And
this is an excellent point to notice that you reach there and the wand isn't there.
I could go. Demi holds his hand out forward like in a showmanship way and says, "Light."
What are you doing?
I thought the lightning thing, maybe I got some superpower. Light!
Dim, you got struck by lightning.
Yeah, I thought I saw it in a play once.
You hear thunder in the distance.
Oh, maybe I do thunder now.
Is all our stuff gone?
Looking upon your person, it looks like you only have the stuff that you normally carry with you all the time.
I got a lot of stuff.
Is this the ding dang brain plane?
Are we in the brain plane?
Let me check my points. And I pull up my HUD. My overlay. Are my points showing?
I got an idea. I want to spend a hit dice to light up the room.
You feel an odd sensation, almost like pain, like you're losing something, but the room does light up. It shines, banishing some of the darkness around you.
I did it! I told you guys. I did get powers.
Dang,
Good
I
job,
was wrong,
Demi.
Demi.
Does that cost me a hit dice?
It does.
Does it do anything else? I think it's the brain plane.
It's weird. My points aren't even updating after we saved that shit full of people.
You take 18 damage
18.
as cracks form along your skin. You almost feel like you're about to pop.
I'm gonna pop.
You're looking bloated, Copes.
And you notice, you look around you, and the light. It's. I'm not gonna take this away from you that quick, but you see that the light is very slowly dimming over time, which is not what you've experienced in the past when you've created things.
Everybody look around the room as fast as possible.
But I created it the same way.
But you created it the same way.
I don't think we're in a good brain plane.
No, I don't think so. Are there stairs? Is this a big tower? Is there any way to go up? Is there any way to go up, Brent?
I'm looking around.
There's not a conventional ladder. There's a strange-looking pole that ascends upward that has these odd-looking handholds on it.
Brent, can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
You can.
Okay.
You can think that you do,
Okay, well, I'm gonna try.
but it appears to work.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb the pole like a little squirrel monster.
Does the health hold, Brent?
It does, yes. All right, you climb to the top and find that it must have been completely covered up by the vines and foliage, but it's an observatory.
I knew it.
You see
Coats.
telescopes looking out in all directions. However, your view is mostly obscured by darkness.
Copes, it is an observatory up here.
I'm coming.
It's dark as shit though.
Okay, I'm coming. I climb the pole. I'm climbing and grinding.
So you see lining the walls are various charts depicting constellations of different types. If you want to study them, you're welcome to, but you do see all the typical ones that you've come to expect. It looks like whoever was here it seems that the island moves, and they were charting where the island was floating around to by following the stars.
I want to grab another one of the telescopes.
It shatters.
It just shatters?
No, I was just kidding.
Okay. I was like, do I get another vision?
You get a vision of several figures huddled around a particular telescope. They seem to be really excited about something. Similar to before, their forms are completely imperceptible.
Okay,
It's
that's what I was.
it's like you can't tell who or what they are.
Yeah, I want to study the charts. I want to see if there's any that I don't recognize.
Roll a nature check.
21.
There are a couple that they've outlined as constellations. Well, let's say one that they've marked as a constellation, but you don't recognize it. It's not any of the conventional ones.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's stars. It's a pattern.
Yeah, but I have no idea what it is.
It depicts a tall, like pyramid shaped, like almost like a tower or something like that.
It looks like a pyramid, Copes.
Yeah, but
See, if you look at the stars, like if you almost outlined a shape around it,
Nah.
it's kind of like what yeah.
Now, I understand what it looks like, but I'm saying I don't know what constellation this is.
That's weird. Isn't that kind of your thing?
Yes, it's definitely. It's not a cloud. You know, I should know what this is.
Is there any chance it is a cloud?
It's a good point. It could be a cloud. I wouldn't know.
I mean, is there any chance that y'all just missed one?
No. No. No.
Okay. I mean, they're in the sky. It'd be kind of embarrassing if your whole thing was stars and you missed one.
Yeah, they're all just up there, like all the time. So.
Yeah. Can you find it in the telescope here? Is it in the sky?
Are there any context clues on that constellation?
What do you mean?
Like, are there any stars next to it, or are there any landmarks, sky marks?
The charts are kind of overlaid such that they're connected to each other, creating a larger picture of the sky. You think you could find it based off of that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find it.
It's located let's say north doesn't really make sense, but north of Sinestra.
So, like, up from Sinestra.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna if I calculate this star map right here, which I know how to do, I will follow it. Yeah, I got this. So I'm going to run to the telescope on the north side and wheel up.
Peer into the telescope, and it is showing Anjanath currently.
Where's that in relation?
That's up to you, really. That's
That's right next to the one I'm looking for.
well, then I would have said that.
I asked.
But it's in a different part of the sky. Let's say typically you would not be able to see both Anjanath and Sinestra at the same time.
Okay, this is the wrong side. I run over to the other side.
You see it picturing Geltha.
Yeah, okay, wrong one. I run.
Are we on the wrong side of the world or something?
The other one, it pictures Theramine.
Sinestra just not here.
If you keep going, might tell you that.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check them all.
With the one that you broke, you see each of the 6 major constellations depicted in 6 different telescopes. So one does have Sinestra pictured in it.
Okay, does it move?
Does what move?
The telescope.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well I'm gonna go to the one that's Sinestra and scroll up. I'm gonna look for the pyramid.
All right, so looking through this one, you don't see it in the sky.
At all. Nox, it's not here. It's supposed to be right here, according to their map.
Is that normal?
No, Nox, it's not normal.
I'm not a stars guy, okay? I'm trying to ask questions.
Well, in fact, yes, it is. It is normal that it's not there because I've never seen it. So yeah, you're right.
What?
I'm sorry. Seems you're more of a stars guy than you think.
So it's a constellation that was here is just gone.
Or they made it up.
Bastards.
I mean, I could draw anything on this map.
We gotta figure out how to get back home. We can ask that Shadow Man why he was being so rude and figure out what's going on. So there's nothing else up here other than the telescope.
No, not up here. There's not.
Okay.
Is that the only constellation I didn't know?
That is.
How is it noted on the map? Is it like circled or like?
So it looks like at a certain point, in addition to charting that, they continue to chart the location of that particular constellation.
Maybe we're not in the right place.
I don't know. Maybe there's some research notes or something. I mean, there's all these maps. It'd be nice if they wrote something down. Easily explainable.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking.
Doesn't seem like that's how star people work. There's got to be a journal.
Glare at him.
Thrasher, as you continue walking further forward, you just are able to keep walking until you reach a set of steps.
Guys, there's stairs over here.
Stars?
Oh, God. He's cartwheeling.
I run towards the stairs.
We're coming.
Brent, can I take the maps?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna take them. On Matt's point, real quick, is there a journal or a notebook or something where they have made notation?
Roll an investigation check.
Can I help
All
him
right.
since I'm up there looking?
You can, yes.
Set.
God damn it.
You're welcome to roll yourself if you just want to look, but
Yeah, you can look too.
I'm an investigative boy. 18.
so you see a number of writing implements all over the room. It looks like there must have been other things that they had written down that are not in this room any longer.
Okay. They took it.
Bastard. Coast rolls up the maps and heads for the stairs.
I just want to make one sly comment while we're running. Wow, these maps are really interesting. I wish somebody had taught me about the constellations.
I tried, but you were looking at the clouds.
I know what you did with Florgabuns. Then I run away.
Nox, no, let me explain. Jason.
What's up with those guys, Thresh?
I have no idea what's going on. I'm scared.
I wish I got to do stuff with the Fargo buns.
Okay.
So, are we going down these stairs or not?
You walk down a long set of steps, about 100 steps downward, and step onto a cobblestone road. Although you still can't see too far ahead of you as you broach into the darkness further, You can see more of these insect-like structures. They seem to mimic the natural forms of insects and other carapace-bearing creatures. They're composed of this chitinous material that gives them this glossy, iridescent look. Catches the light in a spectrum of different colors. The roofs and what must be homes possibly are rounded with arched doorways, surfaces with smooth flowing qualities. Almost like they were grown. It's like a village.
Walk up to the closest house.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on the door. Is there a door?
You see a brief vision of someone opening the door and stepping outside into a sunny day. Their face and features are blurred and obscured.
Ugh. I knock on the door.
You see a vision of someone coming into the house, and it's nighttime. Their face and body are obscured again.
Ugh. I knock on the door one more time.
You see a vision of a guy walking outside in the morning into a sunny day. You cannot see his face or body.
Ugh. Hey guys, touch this house.
Okey-dokey. I run up and knock on the door.
You see a vision of what looks like two figures arguing, although their language is broken and unintelligible. Their bodies and faces are obscured.
Ah, that was weird. I saw some people arguing. What'd you see?
I saw somebody walking up to go into the house and walking out of the house day, night. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. It's weird.
I grab the handle and open the door.
You see a brief vision again, but you open the door. It's two figures. They don't seem to be arguing. They seem to be hugging. And again, you can't see what or who they are. But you open the door into a room. You actually catch a smell of something cooking.
What's it smell like?
It's not a dish that you would have likely ever tried. It smells like some kind of a hearty stew, we'll say.
Hello? Anyone home? Hello?
No one calls back, no one answers, and even your words seem to fail to echo into the distance, being smothered just like the light is.
I gotta find that stew.
All right.
He said no one was there.
But yeah.
What? Oh, God.
You got, bro.
I got.
A strange shaped pot hangs from a spit that would be normally over a fire. The stew is bright red and bubbling. Some kind of strange meat seems to float in it, in addition to a number of other vegetables and fruits. There's fruit in it.
Hey guys, I found dinner.
Better not be no fruit stew.
It's a weird thing to say.
Just smells like fruit stew.
There are bowls nearby?
There are bowls.
Yeah, I'm getting a bowl.
Oddly, it tastes like nothing. There's not a single flavor. There's no savory flavor, no salt. Nothing.
Needs seasoning pretty bad, guys.
I'll get the salt.
Well, here, I always carry seasoning on me. And I start doctoring up the stew.
So you add some seasonings to the stew?
Yeah, some dried cherry radishes, some pig knuckle, and the usual. And then I give it a little taste.
The only thing you taste are the seasonings you added.
Well, it's better. Try it now, Thrash.
I try it.
I mean, yeah, it tastes like the seasonings, but kind of weird that this is completely flavorless food. Even in the... I'm not really sure we're in the brain plane, guys. I think this is some alternate, weird... I think we're in somebody's brain.
That's what we always do when we go into the brain plane.
I don't think this is the brain plane.
Yeah, but, I don't know, I feel like we're separated from the usual brain plane situation,
Like a shadow brain plane.
Something, I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing.
Shadow, bro.
I'm going to try casting arcane sight on myself. So I sit down and pull my goggles over my eyes, and they'll kind of shimmer with a blue aura, and they give me my headlight beams that shine out. And it lets me see auras around me. It's just like a souped up version of detect magic, basically. But I want to try to see if I'm getting magical auras off the fog, or maybe try to get some information about this area we're in. I can read the spell if you need it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Your eyes glow blue, and you can see magical auras within 120 feet of you. Similar to detect magic, but does not take concentration, and you can discern location and power more quickly.
I'll roll with it. As you cast the spell, your vision is filled with what must be hundreds of overlapping magical auras, but they seem to be moving around. They seem to have a vaguely humanoid shape, although their forms seem to be similarly obscured, like the visions that you saw. They seem to be walking through each other, performing what look to be various mundane tasks.
So just kind of like what we've seen in the visions. It's almost like people going about their day, but just these forms.
Yeah, that's right.
Huh.
And they're just it's all overlapping over each other, so.
Which we also have seen in the brain plane, but it's always, a specific person's memories.
Right. Guys, you're not going to believe this, but it's magic as hell in here. I can see, there's like forms everywhere going back and forth, just like we've seen in the visions. But they're everywhere.
Like warranties and like permission slips and stuff?
No, I don't see any of that. There's a guy making a pot of tea, or a blob making a pot of blob.
I thought you said there was forms everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's you got litage on the brain, Demi. Blobby people. There's no whimsy.
I miss the whimsy.
As if litage was whimsical. Still don't get that word. I'm just going to walk outside the building and kind of walk around with this spell active and see if I can see anything that looks different.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'm following him. Keep my eyes open.
Just a question, Copes, when you cast the light spell, did you focus it on yourself? Is it coming with you as you move? Or you didn't cast, but you conjured some light?
No, I did it kind of just in that room.
Okay, just wondered. Okay. So you can see these silhouettes, these obscured shadows, these almost humanoid shapes moving past you into the darkness ahead of you, and you continue to see them as you continue concentrating on the spell.
But it doesn't seem like they're necessarily going in a specific direction or anything like that.
You could roll an investigation check. I'll give you advantage since you're using this spell that I gave you.
All right. That is a 23.
You notice that among the figures walking through, they don't all have the same level of brightness, I guess you could say. Some of them are less concrete than the others, are more amorphous and blurred. Okay. In fact, there's one in particular that stands out to you. And it's not just one, you can see the same exact, you say magical signature or whatever, repeated multiple times, just like everything else is.
Okay. Does that magical signature seem to be going to a certain place more often or coming from a certain place more often?
You actually do see that figure crossing paths with itself a number of times. If you follow, one seems to be heading up towards the observatory and another seems to be heading deeper into the village.
All right, there's an extra blobby blob that is seems to be going back and forth from the observatory, so maybe it was the keeper of the stars? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you.
No.
I feel like I've been offensive today, Copes. I'm so sorry.
No.
Follow that blob.
Ignorance isn't offensive.
A deep sigh.
Weirdly enough, the cloud druids do have a keeper of the stars.
I hate that guy too.
Because they cover up the stars, you get it? Anyway.
Matt, edit this one and make that really loud.
Thank God you edit.
I didn't say delete it. I'm going to leave it in.
I'll take it out. It's not worth saving.
I hate everybody.
Is there some way you could make it so Tyler said it?
I mean, we could train an AI on all of our voices at this point, but that's besides the point. And I definitely want to do that.
I do not want you to do that.
Get us to have to have a conversation, AI conversation. What do you guys want to do here?
Follow it not.
I mean, maybe try to follow the blob. I don't know.
Which way? You said you've singled out this.
Yeah, pick a blob and follow
You
it.
singled out this one that's crossing paths with itself a number of times. Which way are you gonna go? You're gonna go.
Well, we've been in the observatory, so I guess we'll go the other way. Maybe he brought his work home with him.
Ugh.
Does this... I don't know if I could tell by the blob. Does it look tall? Like, I know you mentioned the shadow we saw when we first came here. It was like 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah, and in fact, most of these shadows range between about 6 to 8 feet tall.
Okay, so everything is pretty tall.
All right, so you said you're following it deeper into the city?
Yeah, I guess so. See if we can find anything that way.
All right, as you follow it, it seems to be interrupted a number of times by other silhouettes walking up to it, maybe conversing with it, and then moving on. They eventually make their way to the grandest building. It's a large dome-shaped building, almost like the carapace of a stag beetle, and it has a pair of large horns sticking up from the earth, just like a stag beetle.
Huh. It's a cool house.
Huh.
You see the figure walk up to the carapace, and it just seems like it just walks through the wall.
I mean, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna walk through that wall too. It's this way, guys.
Following you.
So, Nox, you slam into the wall, and
Damn.
everyone slams into you.
Ah! Ah!
I that's my bad.
You think?
The blob went in that way. Let's look for a door.
There's a door right there.
Well,
There's not.
Oh, there's not. Damn it.
I go to the door on the building and open.
Yo, you don't see one.
Thrasher, you are the door.
Yeah, I know.
I crash through the wall, creating a door.
Okay, do a strength check.
Can it be athletics? It feels athletic.
No, this is just pure strength if you're trying to bust it.
All right, so he gets down, both feet, one hand on the floor,
Hike!
and then he crashes through the wall. Can it be athletics now?
All right, fine.
18. Wait. Yeah, 18. No. 17. Math is hard.
So you slam into it, and it seems to be about as hard as it looks. You create a small crack in the carapace, which seems to repair itself after a few moments.
I don't think I'm just gonna bust through this one, guys. Oh, wait, I have an axe.
I pull out my axe.
Well, there's got to be a way in this thing.
I start a swinging.
All right, give me some attack rolls. Give me 2 attack rolls here. As you take off chunk after chunk, you see that the carapace is repairing itself very quickly.
Are there any bushes nearby?
Yes.
I want to investigate the bushes for a tunnel.
Okay. Well, what do you got? What do you got, Thrasher?
13 and 17.
13 and 17. So you're starting to break through, although it seems like it's resisting your ability to break it. Like it's repairing itself with each strike. You'll need to give it, maybe with a little bit more oomph or power, you could break through it.
Attacks recklessly. 23 and 17.
You slash into it and you create an opening.
Throw myself through it.
All right, you throw yourself into the room and it repairs behind you.
Damn it.
Well, way to go, Thrash.
Can I hear them?
You didn't hold the door open.
It's very muffled, but you can just barely hear them with your ear up to the wall.
Guys, I made it.
Okay, now break it down so we can get
I
in.
look around the room.
There's got to be a way to get into the building. Is this a giant bug? I'm not happy about saying this, but if this is a giant bug, there's at least one way to get into the bug.
All right, I forgot to go back to, let's go back to Copes. You were looking for a bush for a secret tunnel?
Yeah. Beetle's burrow.
Describe the types of things you might do in order to investigate that.
A bush?
Physically. Give me what you're touching, what you're looking at, what you're kicking at.
Yeah, I'm looking if there's any like loose earth or anything that doesn't look like it looks like it's disturbed naturally or regularly. I'm like peering through the leaves.
Okay. So I will give you this. There seem to be footsteps leading from all around this building that walk straight up to the wall. It's not just in that single spot.
So it's like these things can pass through the wall. Or this wasn't here before.
You'd have to, and Nox, you would see that too. Now that I've mentioned it, you would see that there are they glow less brightly than this other one, but there are a few scattered other ones that are just walking in different parts of this building.
It's definitely a building, right? It's not alive.
It doesn't appear alive, no.
Does it look like it was at one time? Is this like, if I look at a bearskin rug, I'm like, that was a bear. Do I look at this and think that was a giant beetle?
Possibly. With a nature check, you might be able to confirm it.
Brent, I'm not happy that I have to say it, but you forced me into it. Is there a butthole on this giant beetle that we can go through?
Butthole check.
You're gonna have to roll a search butthole check.
What is... I don't have the search butthole skill on my character sheet, Brent.
Nature.
What is that, a dexterity check, you guys think? Or is that a persuasion check, basically?
Usually, or drinking.
All right, I'm just going to roll a regular D20. I rolled a 1. It's a 1.
You are the butthole.
Oh, no! I found myself.
What'd you find out?
I'm a butthole.
Oh, no.
Copes, I'm going to give you something here. You're still searching around, let's say. Yeah, you're near the butthole, whatever.
I'm elbow deep in knots, yeah.
You place your hand briefly on the outer shell of the carapace, and your hand passes right through it.
Guys, I did it! I run inside.
You're inside there with Thrasher now.
What? Copes? God damn it, why doesn't he tell people things before he does them?
Can I go back out?
You want to go back out? You pop right back out.
Knox, just touch. I just go right through it. Just touch it.
Okay. I touch it.
Slam your hand into it. No, it doesn't. No, you don't go through it.
You're the asshole.
Like this. And I run back inside.
It's not me.
Copes passes through it so easily.
Demi, this is bullshit. You see what's happening?
I'm seeing it, but I don't believe it.
You try.
Okay, I try.
All right, Thrasher and Copes. You look up into the room. It's filled with these large circular tables that sit beneath a majestic, it's like a mobile, like a recreation of the galaxy, of the stars themselves, with a little shining globe in the middle representing the planet that you live on.
Which is called what? What do we call this planet that we're on right now?
See that, moving on, you see that...
Earth 2.
You see that each of the little stars is a tiny crystal reflecting some kind of light from an unknown source. And as the light passes through those, it seems to highlight the constellations you know, as each beam is strengthened as it passes through another one of them.
Copes walks around the table looking on in awe, like Michael Fassbender does in Prometheus.
Wow.
Man, I really wish the listeners could see that. Thank you, Tyler. That was for us, and I appreciated it.
There you go. You get it.
Now let's hit a world news outro the same way we did the band outro.
This is Demirok coming to you from the 9 o'clock news. Thank you could all join us again on this lovely Thursday evening. We'll be presenting world news from around Gillinor. First up, in the field we got Thrasher Stevens.
Hey everybody, this is Thrasher Stevens. With the weather, it's gonna be foggy. Chance of blob people.
On what day of the week?
Thursday, I guess. Copes.
Yeah, Copes over here with your weekly astrology report. Shout out to all you Theraminians. It's looking like your week's going to be full of lots of laughs due to the awesome guys over at Discount Heroes. We'll kick this over to Knox out in the field.
Hey guys, I'm here with breaking news. Seems that hold on, let me read the card here. Somebody was out here looking for a butthole. Oh fuck, that was me. Not cool, guys. Yeah, so this I guess if you want more of this, come check us out on the Discord. We got an Instagram, just search Discount Heroes, or follow us on Twitter at the thedhcast. And finally, we've got one more final breaking news section with the Blob Man. Blob Man, take us away. That's you, Brent. That was your character today.
The Blob.
The Blob.
Yeah, I actually meant to ask, have you skipped the gym lately, or?
What the hell?
Oh.
Erica says that to me every time she sees me because she knows it bothers me.
I love her so much. That's amazing.
That's funny.
Here I am. This is the Blob. Breaking news this evening. Local man was arrested for sexually assaulting another man while he was, quote, performing a butthole check. Man was taken into custody, reported disappointment at, quote, not being able to find the butthole.
He yelled cannonball as he went in.
For more news such as this, listen to Discount Heroes News Network, where questionable... can we even call it news, guys?
No.
Results.
Are always guaranteed.
Jesus.
Tyler, I gotta ask you this. How is it that there is a Gemini stone and Gemini isn't one of the fucking constellations?
It just doesn't.
I've tried to explain this before, Brent. I don't know why you won't listen to me, but look, when you do your world building and stuff, plan and think. And then you ask Tyler a question, and whatever happens in his head at that exact moment is what comes out of his mouth. You did this. You did this. You can't get mad at Tyler because that's how he reacts to things. Because Turning off my recording.